The governor is putting a pause on new reopenings. She announced today that the next phase is on hold. Tonight, Action 7 News reporter Brandon Evans tells us what that means for you.
Essentially what this holding pattern means is the governor isn't adding any restrictions, but she's not taking any away either.
What we're seeing around us and what we're seeing right here in our own state is a clear indication that we are not quite ready to go to phase 2.
So right now, things would not change July 1st. Face covering still required in public. People who fly in from out of state have to quarantine for 14 days. Large events are banned. Capacity limits on stores and restaurants are still in place. This as cases are trending up in 4 of 5 New Mexico regions.
There is absolutely no question that the trend in cases is going up, and we've seen a 4-day trend now increasing in New Mexico as well, which is very, very concerning.
Only Bernalillo, Sandoval, Valencia, and Torrance counties are not seeing a spike.
The virus has not gone anywhere. I think there's a false sense of security now by, frankly, most Americans.
State officials are also pointing to what's happening at our borders. El Paso, Texas alone has roughly 4,500 cases, and Apache County in Arizona has nearly 3,000 cases. State officials say the risk of spread is amplified as more places open.
We have to do more of the preventive measures, not less. Reopening does not mean relax.
The governor also talked about the half-dozen bills lawmakers sent to her desk from the special session, all of them directly or indirectly addressing the two big things happening in the world right now, a pandemic and protests. She says she's happy with the steps the state took, both socially and financially.
As usual, the governor was very candid about the state's efforts. However, she wouldn't comment when I asked her about her name being on a short list of potential VP candidates, whether she's been in communication with the Biden campaign, and whether she would consider the VP or cabinet position if asked. Reporting, Brandon Evans, KOAT Action 7 News.
The governor warned that if people don't do a better job of wearing masks, social distancing, and staying at home, we may see restrictions added instead of lifted.